Hey folks, take note. This game might give us some tips on what we're going to have to do a few decades down the line. But for now, in this review, we're taking a look at Life in Reterra, an all-new game kindly sent to us to review by Hasbro. Make sure before we get started to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon to never miss a new review. Life in Reterra is a game all about rebuilding community after a sort of apocalypse scenario. Nature has reclaimed our once thriving cities, and it's up to the players to construct the most appealing community for prospective inhabitants. First off though, check out the incredible illustrations. Seriously, top-tier artwork, extremely detailed, expressive, and packed full of vibrant color. Love it. The rules of this game are pretty complex, but in essence, sort building tiles and building cards into their respective groups, with Group 1 recommended for your first game. Give every player 3 random face-down land tiles, then 5 face-up tiles next to the game board, with the rest in 3 face-down piles. On your turn, draw a new land tile to play and work towards your eventual 4x4 grid. On turns, you can elect to place building tiles or inhabitants on the gear icons. Land tiles have different terrains on them, and they don't have to match when you place them on your grid, but to play building tiles, terrain must match, so it behooves you to match whenever possible. You can also only place a building tile or inhabitant as long as the land tile you just played is involved somehow, so don't necessarily wait to capitalize on opportunities. Building tiles give you certain abilities that you can start using on your very next turn, so make sure to capitalize on them. Energy source tiles are worth points only if they're surrounded by other land tiles. There are other sources of points too, like relic icons or tokens, inhabitants, and 7+ contiguous units of matching terrain. Once everyone makes their 4x4 grid, use the score sheet to tally up points. Whoever earns the most points wins. Life in Reterra is both as complicated as it looks, yet not. The basics aren't too hard to get a handle on, but each building's unique abilities will take time to get used to. Then there's the different building sets with your own unique abilities. You can also make your own mixed building sets, examples of which they recommend in the back of the instructions. Oh, and also, did we mention all building cards have a reverse side with slightly different ability text? Yeah, the basics, easy. The rest, though, takes a few games to get a handle on, let alone strategize with. However, we can't deny the uniqueness and charm of this game. Although it is complicated, it is quite well designed. Jump in with Building Set 1 after covering the basics in the instructions and start rebuilding society. If it were an apocalypse scenario, where in the world would you most like to venture and settle down in? Let us know in the comments. Life in Reterra has very nice prose. The visual design of the game is gorgeous. The game has a ton of depth and strategy to it. The basics are easy to pick up, and there's so many options for how to customize your game experience, from different building sets to potential custom sets once you get familiar enough. The only con is that secondary and tertiary game functions may seem overwhelming at first. Even so, stay the course and you'll have a strategy and resource management game well worth your time. Therefore, we give Life in Reterra from Hasbro an excellent 5 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on TikTok at The Toy Authority.